EGM Network.
Hello, happy new year. Welcome to Wherever with Lou Navarro. Can you feel the energy of 2025 already? It's time to reflect, to celebrate, and dream big for this year. I hope that you had a great time with your family and friends over Christmas and New Year's celebration. And now let's start thinking about what to do this year. But before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm Lou Navarro. I'm a realtor with Remax Crown Realty. Please contact me, connect with me. You can find me in my social media as Lou Navarro the Realtor. Subscribe to my channel and in YouTube. I would like to hear from you. Any questions or anything I can help you with, or if you want any new content for my future podcast, so I can bring it up. So again, I hope everybody have a very nice time over the New Year's celebration. But speaking about the New Year's celebration and traditions, do you know that in many parts of Latin America, including Venezuela, they burn Judas to say goodbye to the old year? Yeah, they do this in order to kind of get rid of the old. They do it on the New Year's Eve, and to bring the new year with a new spiritual purity. So talk about starting fresh. Imagine that, burning that big, they make like a puppet of Judas, and then they burn it. But also, besides the toast of the new year, and this tradition is originally from Spain, but now it's done in many countries in Latin America because there is so much European influence in those countries. Right before the year's end, at the stroke of the midnight, they do eat 12 grapes, and it's believed to bring good luck and fortune and prosperity in the new year. It's known as las 12 uvas de la suerte, or the 12 grapes of luck. And each of the 12 grapes represent a month of the new year. But it is also believed each grape represents 12 resolutions or wishes for the new year. Do you have any fun or quirky tradition you do for the holidays? Maybe we should start our own, a new tradition, right? But going back to the New Year's celebration, have you set, the New Year's resolution, have you set your New Year's resolution yet? We all have been there, right? We are January 1st, we're going to go to the gym and we are all pumped up. And then we get to January 15th and we're already trying to avoid going to the gym. So I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with that. But in reality, envisioning personal missions and goals for the year can be hard, but it is important to remember that there is the mission and there is the vision. And the mission is what drives you day to day. Every single day, what you do every single day should be your mission to achieve that vision, which is your long-term goal or aspirations. My advice to you is write down your vision for the year, and create small, achievable steps toward it. And keep it handy. Keep it in front of you. Review it daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. You may need to make changes, revise it. But if you keep your eyes on the ball, I'm pretty sure you will achieve that goal. And remember, it is said that it takes 21 days for someone to change a habit or create a new. So challenge yourself to 21 days, and then make it 30, then make it 60, then make it 90, then make it a year, of that habit changing to be better yourself and to achieve your resolutions or your vision. And again, on the way, you may need to tweak the vision, change your plan. You may realize that's not what you were really trying to achieve. It may change. So anyhow, to my audience out there, what's your vision for 2025? How do you plan to make it a reality? Think about it, ponder about it. Make the time to lay down your plan and make it happen. Because you don't want to be next year in the same position that you are this year because you didn't take the time. And in reality, your habits are the one that make your future. So if you want to change your future, change your habits. But here's to a year of possibilities, laughter, and achieving what truly matters. Cheers to 2025. I hope to hear from you. If you need help, reach out. Who knows? I may help you achieve your dream of getting your home this year. Yay! And speaking of, today we're diving into the world of real estate. What is a realtor life day to day? And for that, I am thrilled to have an amazing friend and real estate agent with me today, Jennifer Arteaga. She's a realtor, and she's also with Remax Crown Realty, so we're part of the same team. Thank you, Jennifer, for coming.
Thank you for having me, Lou.
And, basically what I want to have is a conversation about what is that we do every single day, right? So we're going to be talking about funny anecdotes, the day-to-day life of a realtor, the ups and downs, and what are the rewards of the job, right? So what is really what it takes for us to help people find their dream homes? And let's break the ice. So do you have like a surprising thing that someone have ever asked you during a touring of the house? Like, what is the most surprising thing that they have ever asked you?
Oh, I haven't heard as much as I've heard since I've been in the 9 years of real estate. It's been very interesting. I love to work with people. I love to have a lot of compassion for their needs. And I just want to make it a great year and see who I can help out there and make their dreams come true.
All right. But have you ever have anything like, let's say that you're showing a house and somebody comes to you and ask you one weird question? I have had one. Like mine was like, please make sure nobody has died here. Like if you find somebody that was, dead over here in this house, I don't want to deal with their soul. And if after I buy the house, I found out that there was somebody dead here, I will sue you. Like, how am I gonna know that somebody died there?
Exactly.
So,
and if they don't disclose it, if we don't ask, maybe they feel it's not, something they want to say or.
Yeah. So So anyhow, what about if you were asked to sell a famous home, like from somebody famous? Which home do you think that you would sell and why?
I think trying to sell the White House would be very interesting. Just to know the ins and the outs of what's going on within the White House.
Who will be the buyer's prospect for that White House? I don't know. I don't have a clue.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more like, who knows, George Clooney or what's his name, Tiger Woods or John Travolta. He has an airplane in his house.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not only for the the rewarding to meet them and the big transaction, the income, but that would be like out of this world, right? So what really got you into real estate? What was it? The passion, a calling, just like a happy accident?
I love to help people and, achieve their goals for, I don't really know why I got into real estate.
What position were you when you decided to become a realtor?
When I was, so I have 3 boys, and I was raising my boys and just trying to make ends meet. I had a cleaning business, and I did serving on the side. So I worked for a restaurant, and I would serve people, and they would just tell me, "You're such a people person, and you have a lot to offer people. Have you ever thought of getting into real estate?" And I said, "Oh no, absolutely not." Like, I could not see myself as a realtor. And I did. I went and took the test and passed the test and decided to work for Remax Crown. And it's been the best decision I've ever made, and I won't look back.
All right, awesome. Yeah, well, like for me, it was a little bit, in 2008, I used to work for corporate. And then the recession came. I lost my job, well, my whole department for that matter. Then I couldn't find a job. Then, me and my husband decided I should stay home, help my kid, with school, his sport activity. So basically being the chauffeur, right? So when the last one started driving, what the heck was I going to do? So I decided I didn't want to go to corporate. I'm sorry. I didn't want to go back to corporate. So I started thinking about real estate, and I have always liked real estate, help people. And this is something that you can do forever. Right. And then the other thing I think we realtors have an advantage is that we are there in the community. We are learning always about new stuff, the laws and developments. And so, so that's what I decided. I can do this until I'm 100 years old.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What would you say has been the most rewarding sell for you up to date?
I've had quite a few good ones that have really touched my heart, where it wasn't just a paycheck, and I knew I was really doing good for that person, and it just made me feel so good. And I think that's what real estate is about for me, putting smile on people's faces, knowing that I've helped them in however, they needed to be helped. And it just brings a lot of joy to me to be able to help.
Yeah. Last year, I had I have a few too. And like you say, it's not about the money or the income, but it's about realizing there are other people's dream. And this one really touched me because after completing the transaction and me doing a follow-up with them, I found out that this, it was a family, but the gentleman, he didn't even know how to read until a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then, you see these people thriving and, I had the mission to buy the home for my family no matter what, and, to making it happen. But is the after fact that you find out all the hurdles that they have in order to be where they are now. So yeah, it is. I think that's one of the best part of our job when we help people that, they may not have the means, they may not have the knowledge, but they are in that mission of achieving that goal, and then we became the vehicle for them to do it, right? And what about something that happened unexpectedly while you are showing a home?
Well, for the people who know me, I'm very petrified of snakes.
Oh, wow.
And I had a showing scheduled where I was meeting the listing agent. We walked in and I saw a big cage. So I said, "Oh no, is there a snake here?" And he said, "No, not in that cage, but there is a snake."
Oh my God.
And I just freaked out. I'm very petrified of snakes.
Well, at least you were there and he told you. I went to show up a house And all of a sudden, I am inside the house. Getting into the kitchen. Not only the big cage, but the big snake. It was humongous. And I was like, I froze because, I think that should be disclosed, right? Even though it's a pet.
I would think so. And it was disclosed very last minute for me. So it was a surprise.
Oh, no, I follow up with the realtor and he say, oh, it's just a pet. Why would you disclose it? Oh, my gosh. Anyhow, but have you ever it happened to me. I got into a showing. It was owner occupied. And when I was showing the property, the daughter comes wrapped in the towel. And she was like, she got scared of us showing the property.
Did she not know you were showing the property?
No. She sneaked her boyfriend while her mom was working.
Oh, no.
And they were in the middle, you know what? And then I was like, okay, let me get out of here. Needless to say, the buyer didn't even request a second showing, right? No, I didn't know, But anyhow.
And that's part of our job, too, is to make sure that people are prepared for our showings.
Yeah. And then also, have you ever go into a house and find a squatter into a house?
I've been in one house where we walked in, the clients and I, and as I worked my way back to the bathroom, I noticed that the shower was wet, but the house was actually listed as vacant. So it was a little crazy. We were wondering who was there.
Yeah. No, we down in South Florida, there were houses where we will go and, we knew for a fact that somebody have invaded the home. So we had to call the police, So, but, this is what realtors do, right?
Very interesting job and yet very rewarding.
Yeah. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's New Year sale time. Save up to 50% on selected closeout styles of Lloyd Landers, Berlin Garden, Capri, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, and lots more. Sofas, dining sets, patio groups, chaises, umbrellas, occasional chairs, bedroom sets, coffee table, lots of pieces on sale now for inside and out. We're your local Tommy Bahama and Lexington store where you can create an island paradise and make your life one long weekend. Sophisticated looks with a mix of coastal and Caribbean style, Tommy Bahama Home has everything you need for your Florida living. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Visit Sunshine Furniture now for our January sale. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Also, don't forget to shop our outlet and sales center just across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way.
And we're back. We are back here with Jennifer Tiaga, and we're talking about realtor life. And I know Jesse, our producer, is having fun with our stories here.
That's right.
So, Jennifer, entertain the audience and tell them what a typical day looks like for a realtor.
I don't know if there's any typical day. I try to structure myself as much as I can, and sometimes that is highly impossible. You have plans to do one thing, and then you're directed somewhere else. I go along with the craziness. I'm pretty go with the flow type person, so whatever I need to do and accomplish, I try to get done. And that's pretty much how I work my days.
And you escape to have lunch?
Go to the thrift stores sometimes. I love thrift stores. It's a great place to meet people. Our town it's just a great place to live, and you can almost strike up a conversation with anyone in this town. So
what do you think is the hardest part of this job? Negotiation, competition, I don't know. What else?
I would say for me, negotiation. I always tell my clients that we need a leg to stand on if we're negotiating. So that being said, the inspection report showing what needs to either be repaired or replaced, I think is the best way to handle negotiations.
Yeah, well, not to mention when there is a loan, the loan approval is so hard, but it's out of control, right? But and also when you are trying to gain business, you have to deliver a unique value proposition for your seller. So, I think that's one of the hardest part. But you just have to make yourself different or differentiate from others. And what about this? This is one of the hardest. How do you handle clients with unrealistic expectations?
I always try to make light of the situation, and see what their needs and their wants are. If it is extremely unrealistic, I'll try to, bring them down to a little bit of reality and, what I think is going to stick or, what's going to work as far as proceeding.
Yeah, because we try to state facts versus, what it is, what they think. So, have you ever had a customer become your longtime friend?
I make friends very easy. So I have stayed in contact with a lot of the clients that I've had. I don't know. I love people. So it makes it easy.
Yeah, but you build a relationship, so they are there for you, after the transaction. And what's the best part of helping people achieve the dream of home ownership?
Like I said before, I love to see people happy. So when I can accomplish, what they've had in mind as far as their dreams coming true or, buying their secondary home in Florida to escape the cold. I love to fulfill.
Yeah, they look at the face and, that feeling that they transmit to you that, they're not saying anything, but you can feel it, right?
It's very gratifying, and that's what I feel like this business is.
Yeah. So we're going to play something really quick. Myth or not? Or how did they say? Myth. Well, is it a myth that reality make easy money?
Is it a myth? I would think so. Yeah. I would think so.
Yeah, there is no way. It is a myth that every house is self.
So my current broker, his father was the one who hired me. And he did ask me, that question, was... How do I say this? Put it this way, there's a but for every seat. Exactly. So every house will sell.
All right. So, I'm just going to be wrapping it up. But I say that being a realtor is a beautiful career, very demanding, also very rewarding. But you must put your hard work into it. It's no easy money and there is no part-time. So, unless you want only part-time income. So thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it so much. Remember your resolutions and finding your dream home this year, whether you're buying, selling, or just dreaming. Until next time, happy hunting. And this is Lou Navarro, and you have been listening to Whatever with Lou Navarro. All the best in the new year. And don't forget to follow me on social media. Ciao, ciao. Remember, yo hablo tu idioma.
Happy New Year.